Hello, every pony. Lord Shadow's bringing you another fanfiction. Well, for this channel. This is the first one for this channel. Just so you know, I've cut my other channels like Cold Turkey. I deleted them. Sorry if you hate me, but in my other channels I said, hey, I'm moving to this channel, blah 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 blah. So hate me all you want, unsubscribe me, or if you already did subscribe me. Anyways, whatever. Pancakes by SS Kid 101. Sweetie, okay, so the thing says Sweetie Belle loves to cook. She is working on making her specialty, pancakes, without burning it. However, a little blood is spilled, and the story begins. It is a horror fic. It has Pinkie Pie, Silver Spoon, Sweetie Belle, and Apple Bloom in it. It is 4 chapters, and it has 10,213 words. So, since it's pancakes and it's done with My Little Pony, I am going to go ahead and guess it's going to be like cupcakes. Which is also a horror. Alrighty, let's get started. It was another beautiful day in Ponyville. The sun was shining as usual. Sweetie Belle was downstairs in the kitchen of the Carousel Boutique, cooking breakfast for Rarity. She practiced all the time with her cooking and even took cooking classes, and finally got it right, without burning the food or the orange juice. "How's your breakfast, Rarity?" Sweetie asked. "Why, it's simply splendid, darling," Rarity said, "though I do recommend just a bit more flavor." "Sweetie," she added. "Don't worry, big sis." Hold on. Something intervening right there. When she said, "Don't worry, big sis," that's more of Apple Bloom's thing. Oh well. "I'll keep practicing until I could be the best chef in Equestria. Maybe I will get me my cutie mark," Sweetie Belle said. Rarity was right. Sweetie thought to herself. Her food is good, but she couldn't make her best flavor. Later that day, there's a mosquito. Alright, anyways, where was I? Later that day, where was it? Later that day, okay. Sorry guys. Technical difficulties! Okay. Later that day, Sweetie Belle was in the kitchen making some pancakes for herself, when she accidentally cut her right hoof with the kitchen knife that was upside down from its holster, which was odd, knowing that no one else... Would it be no pony? Corrections! Knowing that no one else has been in the kitchen other than herself. She licked the wound to stop the bleeding. When she had a taste of her own blood, it was delicious. Heart racing, Sweetie Belle let the blood flow out into the pancake mix, then cleaned her wound again. After a few minutes of baking, she took a bite. Incredible! Incredible! Sweetie bellowed. She ran into Rarity's room. "Rarity! Rarity! You gotta try this!" She started yelling, Sweetie Belle, you know I'm in the middle of a big order, dear. What is it? She replied, astonished how enthusiastic her sister was acting. You gotta try this new recipe for my pancakes, sis. Please, 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 please. Sweetie begged. Oh, alright, dearie. I'll try your pancake. Rarity took a bite of the pancake. Why, it's better than any pancake I've ever tasted, dearie. What did you put in it? She pleaded. She just had to know what was in it. Sweetie Belle was going to tell her sister, but then she thought, what would she think of me if I told her I put blood in the mix? She'd probably call me crazy and send me to an asylum. It's a secret, Rarity. A secret recipe of my own. Sweetie Belle told her sister, then ran off. Oh, what am I going to do with that little filly? Rarity sighed, then went back to work. Sweetie wanted to make more of her special pancakes, but she didn't want to harm herself. She had to find a way to make her pancakes, and she wanted it now. Then she thought of the knife she had cut herself. No, she said to herself, I couldn't do that to any pony. She whined, but quickly got over it and said, I must do it. I must make my pancakes again. Later that night, no pony was out except for one. It seemed the pony went all over Ponyville, and in a search of the perfect place to make a secret hideout. To begin her work, she found the perfect spot near Sweet Apple Acres. At the old orchard, no pony ever went since the fruitbats took over. That area, she found a hole near one of the trees. Sweetie Belle went down the hole and found a small room. There was 2 torture tables, and over to the side was a large toolbox. Inside, Sweetie Belle found dozens of scalpels, bone saws, and other sharp tools. On the other side of the room was a large sharpener, probably to sharpen the tools. She thought, time to get to work. The next morning, Sweetie Belle trotted around Ponyville looking for her first victim. She also brought a few pancakes to lure them in to her trot. She saw just over at a little playground a filly almost around her age. She had a bright green mane with a gray coat. But what about the tail? Her cutie mark was a bunch of screws. She went up to the little filly with a hello. The filly stared at her. Hi, she said weakly. My name's Sweetie Belle. Who are you? Sweetie asked. My name is Screwtop. Sorry, I'm just a little shy around new ponies, she said. It's alright, Sweetie said. Hey, are you hungry? She said. Screwtop gave a small nod. A little. Sweetie Belle smiled and handed her a pancake. Try this. I made it myself, Sweetie said. The filly took a bite. Her eyes went wide. She said, This is incredible. Is it alright if I have more? Sure thing. Actually, you should come to my kitchen if you want. I could teach you the recipe, Sweetie said. The filly couldn't help but smile. I love to, she said. Awesome! Follow me, Sweetie said. The two fillies went to the abandoned part of the apple orchard. Suddenly Screwtop fell to the ground. What the filly didn't know is Sweetie Belle had put sleeping powder in those batch of pancakes. Sweetie Belle brought the filly into her secret lair, which she spent all night remodeling just to look perfect. She set the filly onto the torture table and waited. I have a simple problem. Just one simple problem. Sweetie Belle has no bits, no connections for sleeping powder. Where the hell did she get it? What the freak? Like, what the freaking hell, man? Like, how'd she get it? I'm like, they didn't say she found it in the room. So that's kind of like off. She said there was a torture table and a toolbox and a sharpener. That's all they said. Nothing else, nothing more, nothing less, nothing else. Just that. Okay. A few hours later, Screwtop awoke in a dark room. She tried to move, but she found that she couldn't move her arms or her legs, for it was tied against something. Hello? She whined. She realized she was laying at an angle that was almost vertical. Sweetie Belle lit a bunch of candles she brought into the room and laughed in a way that was so chilling it could turn your blood to ice. Hi there, Screwtop. It's about time you woke up. I was waiting like forever, she said. What's going on? Screwtop cried. You see, Screwtop, my pancakes need a special ingredient. And again, like cupcakes. Too much like cupcakes. Like, I swear it's like they changed the title, changed the character, and call it good. I see this as copyright. Like, what the freak? My pancakes need special ingredients, and I need your help to get them, Sweetie replied. How can I help you get your ingredients if I'm tied up? She said, terrified. You just need to stay still for this job, Sweetie said, then went to her toolbox and took a scalpel. They forgot out. Took a scalpel out. What are you doing? Screwtop screamed in shock as Sweetie Belle began to slice her hoof in many places, allowing blood to flow freely. Sweetie Belle brought a bucket just below her hoof. I am so confused right now. Did Sweetie Belle cut her own hoof? Or Screwtop's hoof? Put in the comment. Give me a second. Screwtop screamed and pleaded. Please, stop, please, she cried. I think I won't stop. I want every drop of blood from your body. Why? Do you think my pancakes I gave you were so good? Because I filled the mix with blood. I don't know why, but our blood tastes incredible. And I want to make it And I want all of it to make my cooking even better. Of course, I don't want to make this quickly, so I'll just do other things to pass the time, Sweetie said. She grabbed her scalpel again and decided to cut off her cutie marks as a memo to remind her of her first victim. Screwtop screamed in horror at what her new friend was doing. Please! Not my cutie mark! Please! Stop! Please! Sweetie loved hearing her screaming. It filled her with a new feeling that she couldn't quite understand. But, hold on, this thing's driving me crazy. What the that she couldn't quite understand, but she didn't care about that. She didn't have any other ideas, so she decided to end it. She sliced her stomach into the traditional surgeon knot. She cut 2 vertical lines and a horizontal line at each end. Why would you cut 2 vertical lines and 1 horizontal at each end? It's 1 vertical line and a horizontal line at each end of the horizontal line, or at the vertical line. So this person put 2 in for nothing. Well, anyways, at each end, Screwtop was screaming even more and then vomited all over herself. Please, don't kill me! Sweetbelle removed the liver, then the kidneys, the intestines, then the lungs, but held out on the heart. She looked over at Screwtop and decided a final chat. Well, I think I've got everything I need. The only thing I'll regret since you were my first is that we didn't get time to play long enough. Sweetbelle only had the fillet for almost 10 to 15 minutes after that. Sweetie removed Screwtop's heart with her last seconds and briefly heard Sweetie Belle say, Goodbye, friend. I'll miss ya. I know I intervene a lot in the story, but again, I'll miss ya. That's more of an Apple Bloom thing, not a Sweetie Belle. Anyways, I'll miss ya. Then Screwtop was gone. Sweetie Belle felt intense satisfaction, but a little fear, as she just singly murdered a pony, and a filly at that. Sweetie thought to herself, I'm going to need more practice if I'm going to keep this up. Then she put the organs in a bucket, and since she didn't need them, she put them and the body of the filly into a large cooler in the back of the room, and we'll deal with it later. Again, at the beginning of this chapter, it said there was only a few things, 2 torture tables, a toolbox, and a sharpener. Okay, as you can tell, this is driving me mad. Just absolutely mad. Okay, where was I? And deal with them later. She had pancakes to make. Later in Ponyville, she sold all of her pancakes in record time, and decided to save the last one for Pinkie Pie. Now she has bits to buy the the sleeping powder. Okay. The last one for Pinkie Pie, since she really likes sweets and delicious foods. She walked up to Sugar Cube Corner and heard talking inside. She decided to look through the window on one side of the building. Sweetie Belle saw Pinkie Pie and another mare talking. Pinkie gave the mare a cupcake. After a bite, the pony fell to the ground asleep. Sweetie walked in. Pinkie looked at her in shock, not expecting any pony to come inside. I can explain, Sweetie Belle. It's just a game. You killed the ponies, Pinkie? Sweetie asked. Pinkie blushed. Please, please, please don't tell any pony. I promise I'll give you all of our cakes for free, she said. Pinkie didn't want to kill Sweetie Belle, for she was a very innocent pony. Or at least, she thought she was. There's no need, Pinkie. I killed a pony just earlier. Handing Pinkie the last pancake she made, Pinkie looked surprised, then took a bite. This is fantastic. What's in it? She asked. Just the regular pancake mix but I mixed the blood of the pony I killed into it, she said. I still have her body and organs in a cooler. I just don't know what to do with them. She sighed. I have an idea. Pinkie hopped in excitement. How about you take your victims and do what you do, then I'll come over and take what you don't need. Is that a deal? Pinkie said. I love that idea, Pinkie. Sweetie Belle replied. Then we have no time to waste. Let's get it baking, Pinkie said. Okay. That was chapter 1 of 4. I'm not ready to continue. I'm sick, my throat hurts, my allergies are just kicking my butt. But I must continue. I need to start popping these out. As one of my friends had asked me to get something like cupcakes out. He didn't want cupcakes, but he wanted something like cupcakes, and this was, I just put in MLP, put filter on horror, and this is one of the first ones that popped up, so I'm guessing it's a brand new one still. In fact, it is September the 17th, and it wasn't that new. It was updated April 12th, but published in March 15th. So I don't know why it was way up at the top. Like it has 1 favorite, 2 follows. Doesn't say how many people's looked at it. Well, anyways, this was kind of a straightforward thing. Like it said, boom, boom, boom. I'm like, it was kind of an order. Like it said, cut my hoof, realize it tastes good, start feeding my sister, decide to go out and go find somewhere where I can do this to ponies. Found this already pretty much made up room. Don't know how that's ever gonna happen like that. Like, God. Unless that was like one of Pinkie's original rooms or whatever. And she lured the bats in there to scare everyone off. But then, hey, I just lured this pony and killed her, made my pancakes, sold them. They sold them everywhere. Saved the last one for Pinkie. Went to the sugar cube corner. Heard Pinky talking to a mirror. Looked through the window. Saw her give the pony a cupcake. She passed out, hit the ground. So she went into the sugar cube corner. Pink Pie was all like, "Oh shit," type deal. And then they just pretty much made a deal. I think this can play out for Sweetie Belle because I've read pancakes, I've read muffins in a way. So it's not on websites. Like you go listen to it on YouTube. It is on YouTube, but I had a copy emailed to me, so I've got it. Well, I've had it. I don't have it no more. So yeah, there's that. And Pinky's pose. I don't know what more to say. If you like this beginning, like it is an interesting beginning because normally it slowly climaxes. It goes like blah 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 blah, boring, and it starts going up, and it's like, yeah, come on, and it's just like, okay, settle down, and rise back up. But this was like kind of like steadily going up, just like boom, dude. It's crazy. I liked it up to a certain point. I'm like, the knife. I'm like, not just knife, but like, the entire first chapter had its problems in order. Like, in the room where the cooler come up, where'd she get the sleeping powder, where'd she get more blush, because she said she wanted to harm herself. I'm pretty sure she used up the original batch, since it was the next day, or whatever. So, needed more blood, needed baking powder, needed the freezer. Where were those at? See? But I'm glad that Sweetie and Pinky found something that they can do together. And it was chapter 1 of Pancakes by SSK to 101. If you liked it, and if you want me to continue this, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, write a comment. Do what you gotta do, you know. Especially if you want me to continue this story, that would help a lot. I got support going out. Even if I gave like one like out, just so I know someone's paying attention to this. Alright, Lord Shadow out. Doses.